Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to work on a very simple pillow cover. So if you want to see how to make a pillow cover like this, please stay tuned. So one of my friends asked me to make some pillows for them. If you've been following my channel, you've already seen the this pillow cover that I made recently. This is actually an envelope pillow cover that she's going to stuff a pillow that she already has into this cover. And then there was about 18 inches by about 40 inches of this fabric left, and she asked me to make two more pillows that were a little bit smaller. And so I did. This is the first one I made. It's a really simple technique, and so I just want to share it with you. I'm sure it's a common a common way to make a little pillow cover. She asked me for these smaller pillows to stuff them with like polyfill, but I decided to kind of take a shortcut, and I've ordered some pillow forms from Amazon, and they should be here in the next couple days. So I'm going to go ahead and make the cover so that when it's ready, all I have to do is slide in the pillow cover and then do my ladder stitch to close either the top or the bottom. It doesn't matter. I'll say the bottom because you don't really like to have the top have a funky edge. Okay, so I'm going to show you this really simple technique. We'll go step by step, and I might even do a little sewing on camera just so you can kind of see how to make this process work. All I'm going to do is start with the fabric that I have left over, and I'm going to cut it into two panels that are the size I need. So I'm going to readjust the camera so that you can see that, and then we'll keep going from there. We're going to start by cutting the fabric for our pillow, and then it's really simple stitching around it. So what I have to cut is I just have my 36 by 24 ruler. It doesn't have to be this big because I'm not cutting a huge panel, but I'm going to cut my panels at 12 inches by 16 inches. So I'm going to do the 12 inches first, and you can see here I have a folded piece of fabric here, and I'm going to line it up on the edge and then cut my 12 inch, and then I'll go back and do the 16 inch. So I have it here I have this piece lined up at 1 inch, so I'm going to go over to 13 inches and then put my ruler down. And since this is such a large piece, I'm going to use this weight to kind of hold it down so the ruler doesn't slide on me. Then give it a firm press, and there's the first cut. And then I'm going to cut these pieces down to 16 inches, and my piece is about 18 to 19 inches long, so I have just a little bit left, a little bit of overhang on it. Alright, and so now I'm lining up just with the line, the solid line here, so that I can get a decent cut on this side. And since this piece isn't as long, I don't need the weight. I can use it if I wanted to. And then this little piece goes with in my doggy bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And the reason that I'm cutting the panel this way because I don't want the case to kind of be loose on the pillow. I want it to be a nice snug fit. So I'm going to, that's why I'm cutting it the way I am. Now I'm going to take these pieces and kind of fold them, not fold them, but I have the wrong sides up. And I'm going to mark a line on each piece. Actually, that's not what I'm going to do. Since they're going to be right sides together, I'm going to place them right sides together and then fold it over here. And I'm going to mark some matching lines on the fabric. It doesn't really matter where They just need to be in the same spot on each one. So I'm going to mark here, and then about here. What this is it's going to be the opening for the where I'm going to stuff the pillow form in here. So I want them to be lined up so that when it's time to place the pillow inside, these little pieces will be lined up. Okay. My next step is actually going to be to stay stitch about 3/8 of an inch or a little bit inside that from each one of the lines that I marked. So I'll do that, and then I'll show you what's next. I have the stay stitching done on both sides of the pillow cover here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin these right sides together. It's going to be kind of an important step because you don't want your pieces to slip or slide as you're stitching with them. So I'm going to do this right quick, and then I'll be stitching around the pieces. I'm going to give myself 3/8 of an inch for the whole thing because I don't want it to be like super tight, but I want it to have a little bit of, I want it to be snug on the pillow forms. So I'm going to finish pinning this, and then we'll head over to the sewing machine to stitch these pieces down, or stitch these pieces together. To go ahead and clip the corners on here, and you want to clip it just to the seam line. I actually over stitched it, and so the extra little bits I have, I'm just going to clip those off. And so each corner, it's like clipping just a little triangle off the edge here, and then we're going to turn this pillow cover inside out. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this. It's actually not hard because the opening here is pretty big. So it's as simple as just flipping it inside out. And I'm going to use my stiletto to try to get these corners out as much as I can. Okay, but it's basically turned inside out. Alright, so I'm going to push the corners out with my fingers here. Okay, as much as I can get them, because I probably won't be able to get it all the way out. That one seems to be pretty good, doesn't it? Alright, and then here's another one. Here. Just getting it out as much as I can. And then the other two, same thing. Right now I'm pushing with my fingers, but then I'm going to grab my stiletto and see if I can push it out just a little bit further. And there's the last one. Alright, so this is the opening, and I'm going to press that close in just a minute. First, I'm going to take this stiletto and try to push these corners out as much as I can. My stiletto, let me make sure you can see it. Yep. So this is I think it's a Fons and Porter stiletto. And what I like about it is that it does have this plastic tip, but it also has where you can take this off, and it has a metal tip. So I will try to use the metal tip because I don't want to poke through the fabric with. I'll try to use the plastic tip because I don't want to poke through with the metal. But I have already poked through with my plastic, the metal poked through the plastic, so I'm not sure how good I can get it. But I'm just gonna stick that in here and push out as much as I can on these corners to get them as pointy as possible. It may not be like a perfect point, but it's much better than I could do with my fingers by themselves. So there's kind of one. And I am doing these on camera, so I kind of feel the pressure to do it quickly. But when you're doing this at home, take your time, get the point as nice as you want it before you move on to the next one. And see, that's pretty good. I can live with that. Okay. And then the third one, which I think is pretty good anyway. Okay. I don't think it's going to get any, well, yes it is pulling out just a little bit. Okay, I can live with that. And then the last one, I don't think there's that much to go on that one. Well, maybe there is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just kind of pushing that corner out as far as I can get it. There we go. All right. Now the next part before I press it is I'm going to just kind of put the piece down like this, and I'm just going to run my finger along the edge here. This is hopefully give it a nice look on the side, just so I can get a good press on it. And so it also kind of helps spread that fabric out a little bit, and just a nice finger press on each side of this, on all three sides here, and just let the I would say let the seam allowance go whatever way it wants to go here, and then just kind of pull that fabric apart. Okay, and then there's the last one on the other side. Okay, and you can see I'm just pulling that fabric out as far as it'll go, and then giving it a nice finger press. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and press, and see, look how that pushes out so nicely now. I'm going to go ahead and give this a press with the iron, and I'm going to fold this the opening under and press it as well. And then we'll see what's next. I am really excited because the pillow forms that I thought were going to come 2 days from now came today, which means I can go ahead and finish up both of these pillows. This says Fairfield Polyfill Premier Pillows Ultra Plush Pillow Insert. So I'm going to take the plastic off of this, probably cut the tags off, and then stuff these into the pillow forms. I'm going to stuff both of them, and then I will ladder stitch them up, and you can see the final product. I have both of the pillows completed. Look at how adorable these little pillows look. The part that I had stay stitched at the beginning, that kind of helped fold that pocket inside, or fold those flaps inside, and after it was pressed, they were able to stay really nicely. And then I just did a ladder stitch to close them, and so I don't even know. Okay, so like on this side, it's right there, but it's so you can barely even tell that it's ladder stitched. And then I think on this one, it's this side. And hopefully as you look at it, you can't even really tell a difference. So I'm really proud of these pillows. So now there is a 3-pillow set. This one's going to be stuffed when it makes it back to its owner. And then these pillows are all ready to go. Now, if I wanted to, I could have stuffed these with polyfill, and so that's an option for you if you want to, if you don't want to get a pillow form. But I think using the pillow form, it really helped. You can see how full it looks. Also, I think it would take a while to stuff it to whatever fluffiness you want or firmness. So I like using the pillow form. I may use this for other pillows too, and I have my own fabric that I've been thinking about making pillows, and now I feel confident that I can do something like this, and it's not very difficult. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, please leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!